Okay, so I got into hockey. I'm actually a figure skater, and I've been a figure skater my whole life for about 28 years. And I used to work up in the office. I used to book in a lot of the ice time for the hockey clubs, recreational clubs. And eventually, two of the guys who run that club, one of them at least, decided to invite me to come and play hockey because they thought it'd be a little bit funny, to be honest. And then I came along and played, and I fell in love with it, and I thought I need to do this as often as possible. So I started to play hockey. That was about 2 and a bit years ago. And now I play in a couple of recreational teams, and I'm about to join the women's team here, so I'm really excited. The gear that I use, I've always used men's gear, kind of what was given to me at first. Some of it's great, it's really high end, it feels like it should, I thought, until I put on this gear. And then I suddenly became aware that I could be comfortable, that it could fit correctly, that I can actually hold my stick correctly, for example. It hugs my legs much better, my hips. The chest protector actually sits on my chest correctly, because the chest protector I had before just slanted straight down, and then the Velcro that came around the front just got completely loose and now just pings off because it's not designed for someone that has an actual set of boobs. So it's nice to have a chest protector that allows for a bit of space at the front, and it's fully adjustable here, so that feels really nice. Even down to the gloves, the way the gloves fit, they actually fit my fingers a little bit better. I'm able to move my hands with a little bit more dexterity, and yeah, it just feels great, and it's nice to be included in the sport that I've come to fall in love with, to be honest.
That was one take. Tommy! She's better than you, mate! She just did the whole video in one take!
I'd say that the major difference is from trying this kit on is the sizing feels correct, and that's the moment where you think, I can skate properly. And bear in mind, I'm a figure skater as well. So technique to me is the most important thing. It's the key part of this whole situation. And if I can bring my legs all the way together, I'm gonna be able to get a better stride, I'm gonna skate better. And that feels very, very nice to me. It's also being able to move around properly and being able to actually create the shapes that I'm trying to recreate when you see the professional people do it. I wanna be able to do that. And now I feel like I sort of can at least attempt to, which is really, really nice. In regards to this stick, number one, it looks really nice, which I know shouldn't be important, but yet here I am, and it's the first thing I'm saying, because it looks really cool and I like it. I looked at it and I thought I want to use that stick. It feels really light. The actual stick itself is a bit skinnier, so it's just slightly easier to hold. And quite frankly, it feels really great. I'm using it. I feel like I can take some, all the shots I've taken felt pretty good. And it just feels usable, and I really want to use it some more, to be honest, which I think is the sign of a good stick. If you want to actually do more with it, then you must be doing something right.
Last season I've been using Hyperlight kit, so at the beginning of the season I kind of upgraded all of my kit, and I'm now trying out the CCM Jetspeed FTW range, and I'm wearing pretty much the full range today. And from the get-go I can say it's much more fitted, quality kit. I was quite surprised because I thought that the Hyperlight was going to be top-end stuff, and after putting this on, within 2 minutes I realised how bad the other stuff had been and not fitting for me. Even though it'd been the best of stuff I had tried on up until that point, I found that once I'd got a fit that was actually right for me, you can really tell straight away. So the biggest thing is the chest pad. It's got full coverage of the chest, whereas previous pads have had gaps on the side. So if you take a puck in here or in here, you're very exposed. That's a sensitive area. You don't want to get hit in those places. So I found that because this is a lot more fitted, and also the durability seems better, so it's like high quality foam inside, you feel protected. And when you feel protected, your confidence goes up on the ice, so you feel more confident to go for those loose pucks, have contact on the boards, and you don't feel like you're going to get hurt. And with previous pads, I had been nervous because there were a lot of spots that were kind of flat, not much padding. So this is definitely more well-rounded kit, especially the shorts. They're a lot more contoured, and they also have a kind of elasticated part inside, so that when you put it on, it's not kind of stretching against you, it stretches with you. And I found that really beneficial. It doesn't have an obvious shape, so it's not as if it's a womanly cut. It's more that it's tailored for different limb sizes and limb lengths compared to the men's stuff, which is based on men's bodies. I find that this has definitely been tailored to women, and I can notice that, and I would definitely buy it. The stick, the first thing I noticed about it was the colour, and this has actually got to be one of my favourite colours. The stick itself is really nice, and I like the fact that even though it's, you know, a women's line, this is a unisex stick, so it doesn't like scream out to me that, oh, this is like a girl stick in any way, which I quite like. And I also think that when I'm using it, I seem to have a good control of the stick. It's got a good release, and I quite like the curve of the P28, which is not one that I've tried before, but it's something I would stick with after using it. So all in all, I think it's a really good stick.
This stick, amazing. It's perfect. Like, as a tall girl who's like 6 foot, it's quite hard to find a stick that's like perfect for your height. So finding, like, I'm a 70 flex stick, and finding sticks with like the men's range is quite hard. Like, they're either too tall or too short for me, so I either have to get extensions, and it cuts down the flex for me. With this stick, it's perfect height, perfect size, perfect flex for me. Like, I'm in love with this stick.